one and all. So last class we discussed RS flip-flop. So already I specified we have different types of flip-flop. RS flip-flop, that is set reset flip-flop, delayed flip-flop, toggle flip-flop, and then JK flip-flop, master JK flip-flop, and D flip-flop. So in this slide shows the D flip-flop. D flip-flop means delayed flip-flop. So replace R by S with D. So in essence R is replaced with D. So we have combined the RS input for single input, that is D, that is delayed input. The same operation, clock will be the next input of the NAND gate, so that will be 0 or not. 0 means low state and 1 means high state. If it is, the clock is given to 0 means that is very low state. Suppose if you want to give the high state means it will be inverting using NOT gate or inverter. We can invert the clock that will be given to the input of the next flip-flop, that is next D flip-flop. So that operation only shown in that diagram. So here D, which is equal to 1, results in set of the high latch. D will be 1. D will be high state means results in a set of latch. Clock will be 1 and D will be 1. Now what about the output of first and second NAND gate will be means 0, 1. How? The D will be 1, again the clock will be 1 means the NAND gate output will be 0. So that will be given to the input of the next gate means, so the output will be 1. So it is high state. The same operation will be followed by second latch. So that output will be Q and Q bar. So here D will be 1, results in set of latch. So here D will be 1, results in a set of the latch. So in that case, D and clock will be 1, so the output of the first NAND gate will be 0. And clock will be 1, and output of the next input is 0, so 0, 1 means the output will be 1. So the next stage will be giving the clock pulse 0. Because for the first latch the clock will be 1, the next latch the clock will be 0 means we are using inverter or NOT gate, we can invert the input that will be given to the input of the next latch. So this slide shows the clock transition from high to low. So here D will be 1, clock will be 1, the output will be 0. The second gate clock will be 1, the output will be 0, again the output will be 1. So in second stage, we can invert the input. So the clock will be given to the inverting, means the output will be 0. So that will be given to the second latch, the output will be Q and Q bar. So here clock transition set to the slave latch. The same operation at the second stage. The first stage shows the master and second stage shows the slave, isn't it? So that slave will be 1, that is set. So the second part of the latch circuit, that is NAND gate 1 and 2, the output will be 1, the clock will be 1, the output will be 0. So that will be given to the input of the third gate. So 1 0 means the output will be 1, that is Q and Q bar. So this is a clock transition set of the slave latch. So here D which is equal to 0 in a reset of the latch. So this latch shows the D which is equal to 0. So D which is equal to 0, clock will be 1 means output will be 1. Again D will be 0 means the second output will be 0. So that is Q and Q bar will be interchanged. The output will be interchanged respectively. So here D which is equal to 0 results in a reset of the latch. So here also the same operation, D will be 0, clock will be 1, output will be 1, and Q and Q bar will be 1 1. So in that slide, clock transition from high to low results in a reset of the slave latch. So the master latch will be same, the master latch operation will be same. There is a change in slave latch. So what is the change means? So the Q output will be 0. The Q output will be 0 means that will be given to the input of the NAND gate, one of the NAND gate. So then Q bar will be changed. What will be the Q bar? Q bar will be 1. So that will be given to the input of the next NAND gate. So what will be the Q? 0. So this is a change in slave latch. So this timing diagram shows the D flip-flop timing diagram. So here D is the input and C will be the clock and Q and Q bar will be the output. So this slide shows the D flip-flop clock diagram. So timing diagram representation, and first timing diagram shows the D input, second one shows the clock input. So it means what happens to Q and Q bar. So it will be shown in next slide. So D and C will be same, the input, that is D and clock will be same. What about Q? Low to high state. If the clock is high state, the Q will be high state. If and D and C will be 1, that is high state, means the Q will be 1, that is high state. Q bar will be low state. that is complement. So if D and C are low or 0 means if Q is a low state and Q bar will be the high state. So this is a simple timing diagram representation of D flip-flop. So here D and C will be the input, clock will be the high and Q will be the low. Q bar will be high. So that is I specified in previous slide. So here clock will be no change state means Q and Q bar will be the no change in state. D will be the input as it is and C will be the clock and Q bar will be the output. So in that case there is no change in Q and Q bar state. So this is a simple block diagram of D flip-flop. Clock and D is the input, Q and Q bar is the output. So thank you.